I just 10x'd my website's AI visibility without publishing a single new page. I'll show you the exact process that I used across 98 blog posts, as well as the scoring system that decides whether AI cites you, and the data showing how my Google rankings had nothing to do with getting cited. And I'll provide a free resource at the end of this video for anybody who wants to score their own pages. Let me show you the numbers first, because you're not going to believe the correlation. So this experiment started on May 9th, and it ran until around August 7th. I implemented the majority of the treatment around May 11th, which was just over 3 months ago, and my AI citations have been increasing steadily. Before I started, I was getting less than 100 AI citations per day, and now I'm getting 1,000 citations per day, and I have 52 pages getting cited. So this is about 91 days of data with only one treatment applied. There was no ongoing work happening to the site other than the one update I did 3 months ago. So that's a huge increase in AI citations and the total number of pages being cited. The big thing here is I applied this to 98 existing blog posts. I didn't publish a single page on this website. All I did was refresh the existing blog posts following my process. Here's the page count on Search Console. You can see that it's been pretty flat the past couple of months, no real change in total index pages. And yet the cited pages before the refresh was around 12.8%, and after the refresh, 52% of the pages are getting cited by AI. This is coming from Bing's AI visibility data, so that includes visibility on ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot. It's the same URLs, the same pages, with slightly different content. And the site is by no means impressive. All of the content on here is 100% AI generated, and it's not really better or worse than any website you'd find on the internet. And this didn't happen overnight. It took about 10 weeks for the changes to take effect. So here's a look at the citations per day in a weekly view, and this dotted line here is the baseline. After week 1, I was at a 1.3x increase, which was barely moving and could easily just be fluctuation. By week 2, I was at 2.5x, then down to 1.6. By week 4, I was at a 3x increase in citations. That was 1 month since I did the update. And this is where it was starting to show promise. And then by week 10, we were finally in that 10 to 11x citation range. If you're trying to increase your AI visibility and you're checking in on it within the first 3 weeks, there's a good chance you won't be sure that it's even working. You need to give it a few weeks for the full changes to take effect. So I went looking for which pages were winning and why. The first thing I checked was Google rankings, and the lack of correlation really surprised me. So in this chart, we've got ChatGPT citations on the left, and then we've got average position over here. And what I found is there wasn't any real correlation between a page's rankings and its citations. My top ranking page that got the most Google clicks, which only ranks in position 10, but had 294 clicks, only had about 1,000 citations. And then my most cited page actually ranks in position 40. It only ever had 1 click from Google, but it got over 5,000 citations. And you can see through the rest of the scatter plot, there isn't much correlation between rankings and citations. Statistically, there's basically zero correlation. And this phenomenon is not just happening on my site. More and more data is coming out with the same conclusion in a study by SEO Clarity, where they looked at over 1,000 of the top URLs that ChatGPT cites. A quarter of them have zero organic visibility on Google. In fact, they found that the more often ChatGPT cites a page, the less likely it is to rank. Here's a closer look at my 2 top pages. My page on remote job search websites ranks number 40 on Google. It got 1 click and 5,453 citations. And then Netflix Reviewer Job, it ranks number 10 for its target keyword. It got 294 clicks, but only got 1,056 citations. And yet my page that's buried on position 40 gets 5 times more citations than my top ranking page. In total, during this study, my site got 31,687 AI citations and only got 456 Google clicks. That's about 69 citations per Google click. And in one cluster of content, my remote hiring topics, which has 39 pages, I got 13,131 citations and only 8 Google clicks. So that's over 1,600 citations per Google click. That whole cluster is basically invisible on Google, but it's dominant in ChatGPT. And 41 of my cited pages actually had 0 Google impressions. This site only has 41 indexed pages on Google, but ChatGPT cites 75 pages. And that's because Bing has 118 pages. So I have 25 pages that are live in Bing and not on Google. And those 25 pages carried 6,248 citations. If I had only been looking at Search Console, I probably would have got the wrong idea about how this site is doing. It looks like Bing is more generous about what they're willing to index. I had no issue getting 113 pages indexed, whereas on Google, only 41 of them were indexed. While ChatGPT doesn't run exclusively on Bing, they started off using a lot of Bing's infrastructure as they're going towards a more custom search engine. But right now, looking at how many pages you have indexed on Bing seems to be a better indicator of what is going to get cited versus the pages that are indexed on Google. Naturally, I looked at Bing rankings as well to see if there's any correlation between Bing's organic search results and citations, and there was basically no correlation here. So when it comes to your AI visibility, getting your pages indexed on Bing is important, whereas the actual keywords they rank for doesn't seem as important. So if ranking on Google or Bing doesn't seem to have much impact on your AI visibility, what does? I actually built a custom tool to answer that specific question. I built this tool called Chunk Score, which will measure how retrievable your content is. It's based on this research paper, What Evidence Do Language Models Find Convincing? And it uses the exact same strategy that they describe in this research paper. How it works is you get a question like, is intermittent fasting effective for weight loss? And then you take 3 different passages from different websites and you score them against the model from the research paper. When I hit run scoring, it's going to give me an analysis of the passages and show me which is the best optimized and most likely to be cited by AI. In this example, we found passage 2 was the winner. It answers with, yes, intermittent fasting is effective for weight loss, and then goes on to provide some additional context. It had a 110 relevance score and an n-gram overlap of 4, meaning it has top-tier optimization, whereas passage 1 had a lower score and a lower n-gram overlap, and its answer is whether intermittent fasting works depends on the individual, blah, blah, blah. And then passage 3 had the weakest score. It goes on to say time-restricted eating reduces caloric intake by blah, 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 blah. So I can run this in real time against one of my own pages. I'll start with this online jobs with no experience page. It currently ranks number 17 on Google, got over 3,000 impressions, and got 19 clicks. So this page has some visibility on Google. And I'll take the first paragraph from my page. When I run the scoring, you'll see that I got a 99 relevance score, an n-gram overlap of 5, and my passage is in the borderline range, meaning it's not terrible, but it's also not great. This page has got 0 AI citations. Now watch what happens when I score one of my pages that is getting cited. This first passage is from my page, and the second passage is from a competitor's page that gets way more Google traffic than mine does. But when it comes to scoring, my passage is top tier in terms of retrievability, and the competing page is only solid. My relevance score is 106, theirs is 103. My n-gram overlap is 3, and theirs is 2. So I have a slightly higher score, and as a result, I'm getting cited way more. These 2 pages are covering the exact same topic, and they have the exact same search intent, but the text has a completely different structure, and you just need a slight advantage over other pages to get cited way more often. And that slight gap in how you're optimizing your content is the whole thing. So here's a look at the actual work that was done on these 98 posts. So it starts by reading the page and looking at the search results to figure out what sections are missing. So I typically added 3 new sections with an H2 and about 3 paragraphs of content, which made me eligible for more citations. And then I rewrote key sections that weren't optimized well with the goal of improving their relevance score and their n-gram overlap score. I also added a frequently asked questions section to each page, typically with 3 to 5 questions, and this increases the total amount of citations I can get. I also updated title tags and meta descriptions, and I added around 3 to 5 new inbound links from other pages to the page that I was optimizing. I also reduced the word count by streamlining, removing fluff, and adding more data-driven sections. In this post, I went from 7,000 words to 3,000. Here's a breakdown of the retrieval readiness score from this page. The intro was already decent and we maintained that. One of my sections got an improved n-gram score. Two of my existing sections got a huge jump in their scoring. And then we added net new sections with decent scores as well. And the best part is that I did not do any of this myself. My AI agent ran this entire cycle across 98 blog posts while I was sleeping. Once I had this process down, all I had to do was set up a cron job to give it to my AI agent to run this every 15 minutes on a different page, and it ran nonstop for several hours until it had completed every single page. There is one important thing to address here, which is the massive dip in AI visibility around July and August, where I basically dropped off the map. I didn't change anything here, and it's bounced back on its own. What actually happened is ChatGPT was in the middle of rolling out GPT 5.6. So that dip actually happened right around when ChatGPT was releasing their new models, Sol, Terra, and Luna. So while the retrieval stack was changing around, it did affect my AI citations, and that caused some volatility. And that's actually normal and to be expected when new models are rolling out. It's kind of like Google's algorithm updates. Every time a major model rolls out, it's going to change how frequently it does research and how often it cites certain web pages. Finally, if you're curious, my organic performance did increase a little bit on Google and Bing. The site doesn't get tons of traffic, but I managed to get a couple more clicks here and there on Bing. I got a decent improvement in clicks on Google as well. So if you want to score your own pages to see how well optimized they are for AI visibility using that tool that I made, it'll be shared in my free school group. All you need to do is join the AI SEO Operators School Group. You'll get access to the tool in this video, as well as tons of other resources, workflows, and tools to help you with your online visibility. The link to that school group is in the description of this video. If you want the agent that ran this whole system autonomously, that's omnipresence. You can deploy that content refresh system on your website as well. If you want to learn more about that, just go to getomnipresence.com. I'll share the link in the description as well. So in summary, if you want to massively increase your AI visibility, you don't even have to publish new content. You can just update your existing pages. It's also super important to remember that there's not much correlation between Google rankings and AI visibility. Right now, all of the sites that you're competing with are likely publishing content into an index that ChatGPT isn't even looking at. So this is a unique opportunity for you to increase your AI visibility before everybody else catches on as well.